Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your support. It truly means the world. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you. Well, as you can see, I have a new layout. Do you love it? Do you loathe it? Do you want the old one back? Do you want something else? It is here to stay, but I want to give you a choice anyway. So your destiny card for the week is the Justice card, right? So you're tapping into this collective energy this week, Scorpio. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check out the week ahead, the weekly general overview video. The world in general got this card as well. Now the experience, the thing that I find really interesting about this is I feel that you are tapping into the collective consciousness. You are tapping into the spirit of fairness, but ultimately this week, you are going to be making some very big decisions. This is the week where you're coming into your own power and effectively standing in the right place to say to yourself, what is it that I choose now? What is it that I want to align myself with? Where you might have felt a bit fuzzy before, I mean, we saw last week you were processing quite a lot. This week, your destiny in the Justice card is to make the decision. It's to make the choice. It's to sign on the dotted line. This is where you move ahead with some form of plan that you have been, working on for quite some time. Now, the Justice card represents the sign of Libra. So it taps us into this spirit of choice, but it also taps us into this spirit of fairness and equality. And this is basically you claiming that for yourself. This week, my dear Scorpios, you are tapping into that collective consciousness to say, you know what, I don't want to be ruler of the world, I just want my portion of it. And that's a really beautiful place to be in, right? Because it taps you into what is right and fair for you, but also for others as well. So ultimately this week you are making decisions. This is where you're going ahead, you're moving along with your plans. So let's have a look, see what your direction is. How do you achieve this? How will it shape up? You got the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Coins in this deck. So what I find really interesting is this card has been very active as well, and mostly I believe for the fixed signs. So this is a real message for you to stay grounded in your body, to stay present in your present moment. Yes, look at the big picture. Yes, look at how things are going to shape up for you, but ultimately stay grounded, stay focused in where you are. Be aware of what your body is telling you. Is it telling you to rest? Is it telling you to push further? Is it telling you that it's tired? Listen to it. Whatever your physical body is telling you this week, that is the way for you to go. Your gut instinct has never led you wrong up until now, has it, my dear Scorpios? But this week especially, you will know what you want to sign to, what you don't want to sign to. And actually, the 10 of Pentacles is a beautiful card because it's very fruitful, it's very abundant. And with the direction, this is basically you choosing a path that is more abundant, choosing a path that feels more successful to you, and ultimately following your physical self toward that line of manifestation, so to speak. So let me put that there. With that said, I know a lot of you love to skip my intro, so I'm putting a shameless advert here. Tribal Tuesday is coming, the 4th of June. It is going live. There will be a secret Facebook group where you and your other tribe members can get together. I'm only taking 10 participants for this journey once every 3 months, so it is quite limited. If you want to be a part of that, click the link in the description box below and come and join the tribe. With that said, let's have a look at what your insight card is. So this is extra information as it pertains to the cards that have come up. All right. So you get the Knight of Swords, right? Interesting stuff. So looking at this, A Gemini or a Libra person could feature for you this week, and it could possibly be somebody that you end up having a clash with. Why do I say that? The Knight of Swords can sometimes, very rarely, represent a younger person, but the fact that the Knight of Swords has come up and the Justice card has come up tells me that there's a Libra or a Gemini that you could clash words with. And a big part of this is because you're going to witness something or see something that you perceive to be unfair, and being a Scorpio, you can't just sit back and let that happen. You will have to rise to the occasion and say, look, you know what, I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. So just keep that in mind. Is it worth the risk? Not the risk. Is it worth the effort or the time, right? If it really is something that you feel passionate about and you feel ready to go to war for it, then absolutely speak your truth. But if it's not something that you need to do, if it's not something that is going to be a high expression of your time and your energy, leave it alone is my best advice. Now, the Knight of Swords, in relation to your direction, right? The 10 of Coins. This is asking you, where is it that you are moving ahead too swiftly with certain plans, right? So interesting, because you're making decisions to sign on the dotted line to move ahead with plans this week. But what this card is asking you to do is to be sure, right? Just be very, very sure that the path you are taking is the right one for you. Is it leading towards abundance? If it is, then go for it with everything that you have. However, just be 100% sure that this is what you want to sign to. And the reason I say that, the 10 of Pentacles is a card of longevity. It tends to see whatever you sign or align to or with stay with you for quite some time. So destiny card, Justice, making a choice, signing on the dotted line. 10 of Pentacles, the direction, that's the actual doing. Then the insight in the Knight of Swords is saying, is this 100% what you want to do? Because it's going to be around for a long time, so just be sure. With that said, going to be a very interesting week. This is a week for you to really own it. This is a week for you to really get some traction if you want to. So this is why I say, or the saying goes, those who stop and throw stones at every passing, those who stop and throw stones at every passing heckler never get to their destination, or something along those lines, but I'm sure you get the drift. Fight the battles that you need to, leave the ones that you don't, because ultimately that energy will be better else spent. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know how it shapes up for you in the comments. Take care. I'll see you very soon.